Welcome back to day one, the series where I walk you behind what it takes to build a creative business by sharing day-to-day stories and experiences, and ultimately everything I learn. It's currently 5:42 a.m. Actually, quite late for me, honestly speaking. I've been up since 2, and right now I'm headed into the office to beat the traffic. But most importantly, to just get like an early start to the day. I want to get there before the team gets there. I've got a contract I need to send. I need to sign and send to a client to have it ready by the time they get into the office at 8 a.m. And today is the day I start thinking back to the relaunch issue of my fashion magazine, something I'm very proud of. I've already shot the images. Now I just have to figure out what does the content look like. So the actual content that people should go and check out and read and experience, and also the marketing material that wraps around that will bring people in. So that is my day today. Okay, I made it to the office. I finished the legalese that needed to be done, contract signed. I want to talk about the fashion magazine. I want to talk about what it is, and I want to talk about what I'm trying to do with it. Just basically putting it all out there, right? So I don't know the last time I've seen a fashion magazine that is dedicated to South African fashion. You know, obviously you've got your mainstream magazines that have segments, but that's more commercial / ready-to-wear fashion. What I'm really trying to do is that I'm trying to create a space where we can explore and showcase designer fashion. You know, the type of stuff that you don't just see when you go to the mall, the type of stuff you need to make an appointment for. I want to get into the minds of those people. I want to understand what it takes to create something that becomes so prolific at the end of the day. And beyond that, I want to capture the minds of the people who create these things and who create these clothes, who create these forms of expression. You know, before anything, I'm a student of design. You know, I know I do photography, we do graphic design, all these things, but I'm a student of design, and fashion design has always been very interesting and exciting for me. My love for fashion, my passion for fashion, started back between 2004 to 2008, 9, back when DSTV used to have Fashion TV. I remember one time I logged onto Fashion TV and I saw an editorial, behind the scenes of an editorial being shot, and I was captivated. And that has always been a thought, and that's always been a motivator for me, you know, going back to try to recapture that feeling. But with this relaunch of my magazine, the idea is to create a space to showcase local designer fashion and the stories behind the designers and the stories behind their collections, their designs, their approach to design, their mindsets, their spaces of work, their studios. Yeah, so I'm trying to go in there and sit down, have conversations with people, better understand them, better understand their work, and tell their story and shoot that story through high-end fashion photography and put that out into the world. So I already have a guy. I've shot something with him. When I was shooting at the time, I didn't really think of it the way that I'm thinking about the magazine now. I didn't even think it was going to be for that. But after I shot it, I realized that this is my opportunity. He's a designer from Lesotho. His name is Georges. And he had this one piece, and I met him through TikTok, which, funny enough, he knows a model that I've always worked with, and we kind of collaborated and did a whole shoot. So that's what I'm going to be working on. The first issue is going to be on him. I'm going to title it Flight of the Basotho, simply because of how his garments resemble a bird in flight. Now I have to come up with, how is this thing going to be? You know, how is it going to feel? What is it going to say, type of thing, and what am I going to say about it? An article needs to be written. We already have the images. We need to lay out the whole magazine, and then we need to launch it. And that's pretty much going to be a project for the next few days. Not necessarily I can't do it today, but wanted to have a conversation about it and also just show you the project. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. And the lesson of today is never be afraid to sell yourself. If you say you are a designer, if you say you are a photographer, if you say you are an entrepreneur, never be afraid to sell yourself and what you do. Always share what you do. Every opportunity you get, take it. Do not be afraid. Jump out there and be very loud about what you do. Okay. While we're on that note, like, comment, subscribe, follow, share. If you're on TikTok, Instagram, follow, leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Peace.